So, we currently live in a world where former President Trump has been found guilty on felony charges of something that was a misdemeanor from something that was supposed to be 2016 but was 2017 from 12 jurors doing 3 different things separately and not having to be unanimous, whatever. And that we don't have the Epstein client list, that the Clintons have no charges, and that Hunter Biden was found to be perfectly fine by our justice system. And people are saying, oh, if you don't accept that, then you don't accept this, and our freedom and our da-da. If you cannot objectively see that's a problem, then you're letting your bias be the thing that's going to destroy our country. This should be wrong no matter what political side you see Hunter Biden or Donald Trump on, because this could be you. It could be you sitting in a courtroom with a charge that they had to create out of nothing with no actual underlying crime behind it. They still don't have that, by the way, which is going to be really interesting for the appeals process. But what if it was you? What if it was you? And it was a misdemeanor that had passed its time in 2019. So they had to figure out a way to turn it into a felony, that it's a federal case that they took to a state court. And what if it was somebody that hurt you, that they had video of them committing the crime against you in every way, like Hunter Biden, and then some, and a whole bunch of other crimes. And nothing, absolutely nothing happened to him. In fact, they got a sweetheart deal. That should bother you as an American, regardless. Keep saying what a threat to democracy Trump is, but how? How? It all sounds like projection to me. Say, oh, if he gets in office, that and the other. Well, he's been in office for 4 years, and none of those things happened. And notice Republicans aren't rioting, right? The most expensive damages, riots in the history of the United States happened with the BLM and Antifa after Trump was out of office. Those are objective facts, whether you like it or not. You need to see what a lot of us have been saying, that this is a problem, not because it's Donald Trump. I don't really care if you like him or don't like him. It's a problem because they're having to go third world country corruption level to go after him, and that changes the precedent forever. You have to forgive this angle. I wanted to shoot outside. I don't have anything, so it's on my fire pit. And if this is on Instagram, you probably won't see what I'm doing. My dogs are here. I've had personal experience in seeing how completely unjust our justice system is, not just working as an officer of the court, and spending a lot of time inside and outside the courts and seeing what happens inside and seeing what happens to people's lives outside after the fact. And I did it because I believe in what America is supposed to be, and I love it for that, but I see it being destroyed by Americans. Maxine Waters was just up saying she's worried about Trump being dangerous and his retaliation and revenge, but she's said nothing about that. And they need to go after these domestic terrorists. Well, do you think that she means actual terrorists? Like Islamic terrorists? You think she means neo-Nazis? You know, actually bad or dangerous people? No, she means everyday people that just happen to see objective problems happening in our country, and we have a right to say it. That's actually our constitutional right. Well, I can't reach it. Our constitutional right to question the justice system when it's being obviously corrupt, to question our elections when, well, they were tampered with. Whether or not it pushed the legality or not is up for debate. But the fact is that they weren't tampered with, and we have evidence of that from the Democrats. We keep claiming that it's Trump, but it's been them. It's been them, and they were well aware of it up until Biden was elected, and I did a video on this also, them putting out articles about how worried they were about the election fraud up until Biden won, and they're like, oh, never mind, it was actually the safest election ever in the history of America. So I can talk about my stuff. I've actually been wanting to for 4 years. Now that Trump is a convicted felon, maybe I will. We'll see what the interest is on this, but we need to stop letting them, the politicians, the elitists, divide us and say things like, oh, we're being threatened. Are we going to be safe? Who's we? Because we're Americans. What are you talking about? The us versus them, and realize that it's all us, all citizens, whether you're on the left or you're on the right, that we are all under attack here. And they have got us completely convinced that we need to fight each other on this. No, it's all of our rights are being taken away, because it has been us in the courts. It's just not going to make the news. It's everyday people. And we are getting screwed over day by day, but it's in silence. Just something to consider. If you want me to talk more about my personal experiences on this, but I will. Just let me know.